Hello there once again, it's your old pal Locke the Bounty Hunter, and on today's very special episode, we're going to be checking out a new one from Manhood when delusional modern women get a reality check. Link is in the description down below. Check this guy's channel out, he's doing amazing work. Give him a subscribe if you haven't, but let's not waste any more time, dive right in, shall we?
Okay, well, you just totally insulted me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with
Kara,
Phoebe, Melissa.
What's the biggest red flag when it comes to a guy?
when they're saying one thing and they're doing another thing, you know.
So when a man acts like a woman, that's a red flag. I could see that. I can get on board with that, sure.
It's like actions speak louder than words.
Exactly. Your actions will always speak louder than words. Why do you think men are avoiding relationships with women now? It's because you say one thing and then do the other. Men just don't want that kind of headache anymore.
Like, we can all have the answer together. Like, I think that's a red flag.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
With your experience, right, with dating,
Why me?
because you seem like you're like the more mature, like in this group. What's like?
Why is that?
Oh, we're mature.
Because you're the oldest. You're the oldest.
How do you know I'm the oldest?
Because you have 7 pounds of makeup caked onto your face in proportion to the 2 that your companions are wearing. This guy is trying to be as gentlemanly as humanly possible by treading around the nuclear minefield about a woman's age. And if you ask me, he did it pretty gracefully by pointing out maturity over age. But now you're forcing him into a corner. Woman, hit you both barrels. You are old. Accept it. It happens to everybody.
Out of all of us.
Yeah, how do you know
The
that?
looks, I can tell.
Okay, well, you just totally insulted me.
Well, I'm not trying to insult you.
Are you calling her old?
Right.
Yes, he's calling her old.
Anyways, what's your experience been with dating? Like, what do you see?
I've been married for the past 7 years, so I haven't really been.
How do you make a marriage work?
A lot of hard work.
Wow, 7 years. You know, by modern standards, being married for 7 years is the equivalent of being married for 25 years back in 1897. I wish I was making that up.
The wall isn't even a bad thing. Everyone hits the wall at a point in their lives. Accept it.
Yeah.
Admitting that you've gotten older doesn't make you ugly. What's wrong with these women? Most women I've met are very insecure about their age, to the extent that they lie about it. Here am I, in my late 40s, happy I made it this far.
Who is better at communication, men or women?
Dogs. And men.
Women.
Of course you'd say that.
Women are better at communication.
Women, for sure.
If men are worse at communication, why do so many women expect men to read their body language rather than just be direct?
Oh my God.
King me. She did not ever think of that. That's the thing. They will just say these things and not even think about it. She not only wants to be right, she wants to be the best at being right. So she'll just throw out whatever answer she thinks will make her smile.
I don't know.
Are men expected to be mind readers?
Yes.
Yes,
Is there a difference between what women say that they want in a relationship and what they actually respond to?
absolutely.
If so, how are women better at communication?
We're not.
But you just said that they were.
I lied. Clearly, I'm not communicating well. Duh.
Jeez. Yeah, exactly. You say one thing and then mean the other. This passive aggressive petty BS is what ruins relationships. You can't communicate, but when a man communicates and hits you both barrels being direct, all of a sudden he's the bad guy. This is why modern relationships don't work and why so many men are walking away.
At least the last one was honest.
Women are bad at communicating.
Yep.
Today, their yes means yes, and tomorrow, their yes means no.
And don't even get women started on the word maybe. I'm just throwing that one out there.
If she's angry, you have to know why she's angry without asking her why she's angry, because asking her why she's angry will only make the whole situation worse.
We're just supposed to know. It's one of the most infuriating things about being in a relationship is how many times a woman is going to just expect you to know why she's angry.
I want none of that.
Amen.
Women don't know what they want. They say they want a good guy. When they eventually get a good guy, they cheat on him with interesting bad boy Chad.
That's because they want the idea of the good guy. They've tried to trick themselves into thinking that they are good people and they just need a good guy, but that's just not how it works.
because good guy Joe is boring as hell. It's
But we
really
are
exhausting
awesome.
thinking for women. That's what makes relationships stressful. It's like taking care of a baby with no teeth. She doesn't know what's good for her.
So my question is why? Why is it that the younger generation, why do you guys not do that? Why do you not walk up to women anymore? Why do you not try to go further along after you've gotten the number and start an initial conversation?
Because it's not worth it. It's not worth it to come up to you. You're about as interesting as a 60-year-old can of paint. Well, let me take that back. I'm actually kind of curious about the story of how the paint got there. I'm not interested in your story. Even if I was incredibly drunk and walked up to you and tried to start up a conversation, there is a significant chance that I could get in trouble with your friends, with the law, on social media, that you could do something to try to humiliate me or worse. Even if it wasn't in your nature to do that, the risk is still substantial enough. And besides, even if I did go up to try to strike up a conversation and you were interested, you clearly have some type of issue. All modern women have some type of issues, and you're going to make it my problem. I've got enough problems without having to deal with yours.
Was it, I don't know, I'm so new to this dating world, this new generation.
That's because you're not supposed to be dating right now, woman.
Is it you're intimidated? Because I know about intimidation.
No,
I
you
actually
don't.
did a post a couple posts back about being so shy. Since then, I've done a complete 180, and now I'm just like, you know what? Like, I'm walking up to people and I'm going to introduce myself because I'm like, what is there to lose?
Your dignity? Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. God, that is embarrassing. You don't have any of that. You gave it all away on social media.
There is a big point she is missing. She said that men are no longer approaching women. This statement is not completely true. I would say that if you asked young ladies,
Men don't approach anymore because we are tired of being called creeps or weirdos. If you're not attracted to a man, then he's automatically a creep. Unfortunately, as things are, you can't know if a woman is attracted to you or not. Women back then gave a sign, and now, well, it is what it is.
So then the person that will get me at 40 years old, at 50 years old, is getting a different version than he had when I was 18, 20 years old.
Yeah, so the version of you that was 18 and 20 years old wasn't used up. You're expecting a man to lower his standards to go after an infertile, used up woman in her 40s or in her 50s. What kind of man would reduce himself for that? Woman, the well of simps is surprisingly deep, but at 40 to 50 years old, I don't think you're going to get anything in that bucket.
But it's a less valuable version to men.
No, that's not the right man for me because
no, it's not. It's not the right man for you. It's how men, like men can't help what they're attracted to. No, it is all men. But they can't. If you survey men between the ages of 20 and 80, they're all the most attracted to 22-year-olds. I peaked 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's the one argument that kind of drives me crazy is when modern women will go, oh, well, not all men are like that. There is that one man out there who is the exception to the rule. Yeah, technically, you're not wrong, but what makes you think that one guy is going to choose you over all of the other 50-year-old hags? I mean, even then, that guy has his pick of the litter of all of the women in their 50s with so much damage that they're worthless to other men. This guy can have whatever used up old hag he wants. So that begs the question, what makes you so special, sister?
Go. And you guys did too. Whether at 20, 22, 23, and this is men between the age of 20 and 80. So what men value is purity, youth, and fertility. And so, like, what would you be able to offer to a guy?
Conversation, companionship, personality, basic generic qualities that she lacks.
This woman is delusional.
Yep.
At 35 to 40, you're done. Your dating pool shrinks smaller than you can ever comprehend. You know the saying that women age like milk, while men age like wine?
I say we age more like brandy, but that's just me.
It's true. That's why older women don't have a pulling power like younger women. It's common sense. Leave these women. Let them keep exploring Delulu Island.
I'm actually officially exiled from Delulu Island. I couldn't even smuggle contraband into that country if I wanted to.
every guy that I'm like, oh yeah, he's attractive. Okay, this is
love this
not
woman.
supposed to be offensive, but I see their wives, and they just look like so like.
It's reacception.
You know, like not like this. Just like, you know, like I pretend my tattoos are gone. Dude, I look crazy. Like, that's why guys don't want to wife me up.
Overall, she was convinced, again, that men are attracted to girl boss, large and in charge, loud, you know, a girl who can fit in with the guys.
Where did this misconception come from? That is something I've always been curious about, where these women were told that guys like bossy, masculine women. That just drives me absolutely up the wall, that there are women out there who think, oh yeah, no, these guys, they want me to be a ball buster. They like that. The only person who would say a dude likes getting his balls busted is a person who doesn't have any.
Loves going to the gym all the time, bulking up. That's what she believed. And she believed it because that's what she was told. This is the message from the
Pretend my tattoos aren't there. But you do have the tattoos. Do I also have to pretend your body count isn't more than 2? Do I also have to pretend you're not a single mother? Do I also have to pretend that you have a good relationship with your dad?
No, you don't have to pretend. You just have to accept her for who she is and accept all of her faults and accept the fact that she is not going to change any of them and that you can just love her for the damaged, stinking flower that she is, apparently.
It's the littlest things that count. At least you know why men choose other women and not you. Be accountable for your actions and fix the fuck up. I know you won't listen because accountability to a woman is like a poison. It's like an ego parasite, and women don't like their egos hurt.
Deadass, would you guys actually see yourself dating somebody like me?
No.
There is not enough intergalactic space bucks in the universe. Not even if I was drunk on the purest form of alcohol. No, God, no.
I would not. They're physically not my type.
Yeah, I'm also gonna pass. I just personally couldn't do it.
I just don't think you're my type.
I'm gonna pass as well in the most respectful way. I just think you're like very fucking huge.
I'm gonna pass as well.
I am going to try to be as respectful as possible. Just say you're way too effing huge. Dude, get me your P.O. box. I will mail you official Gent paperwork. I just need the P.O. box and the postage.
Very healthy lifestyle and match that.
No, I can't do anything like that, but we could probably smoke blunts. I don't know.
Yeah, respectful no for me.
Absolutely.
No.
Modern women say stuff like, there's always a man for every woman. I just haven't met the right guy. Then they become desperate and start having sex with any Tom, Dick and Harry that comes their way. She could have gone to the gym to lose weight, and I bet she'd look decent. I don't blame her though. I blame feminists who push body positivity down our throats.
They push laziness. That's what it is. Body positivity is nothing but entitled laziness, and it's incredibly depressing.
Say things like, it's okay to be fat. Fat shaming is misogynistic. Being fat is dangerous to the victim. No, it's not okay to be fat.
Being fat is physically unhealthy. You are consuming, I don't even want to call it food. You are ingesting chemicals that are terrible for you. You are not taking care of yourself, and it is not healthy to be fat. But of course, all of those dead fatfluencers, or whatever you call them, are going to rise up from their graves to tell me I'm a hateful bigot for saying that. It wouldn't surprise me at this point. Bring it on, zombies.
Women say it's okay to be fat, but when you say they look like Lizzo, they get furious. This brings back my point that women don't know what they want.
Nope.
Him slip it?
Estoy en la esquina de
By accident.
Curry.
I make too much money to let that shit happen.
What? How much money do you, how much money do you make?
$30,000 a year.
How much?
$30,000 a year.
$30,000 a year? I think $30,000 a year is like $14 to $15 an hour. That is not bank. That is barely getting by.
Years. ¿Está bien?
How much money you make at the end of the year?
I make $14,000 a month.
I'm not impressed. ¿Eso está
I
bien?
didn't ask you for this, but I told you how much I make a month.
Good for you.
How do you make that in a month?
Déjale doy para
I sell
allá.
solar.
Solar?
Solar, yeah.
So you make 14 grand a month?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know how I know he's a good salesman? He's making 14 grand a month. He can sell solar panels and he's got a massive neck tattoo. Bravo, sir. Bravo.
She's the one.
Oh, by far.
Two.
3.
I would say 3 and
I
then
would say
4.
3.
Oh, I'm 5 again.
This is final.
Yeah, of course they would put the fat chick at number 2 because they don't want to hurt her feelings. They don't want to be known as the fat phobic one. They don't want to have that kind of shame. That's why they rate her higher than everybody else.
Over there.
We're gonna get ripped a new one. I don't want to get the pointer here.
Guys are not afraid to be more blunt. They were straight up, hey, you're attractive, you're not. But girls were like, I don't want to be rude, you know, we're all beautiful in our own way.
Yes and no. The answer to that is yes and no.
It's an evil world we live in. But hey, I'm gonna keep living.
That's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video.
And that is going to do it for today's video, gentlemen and gents. And as always, if you find that my particular brand of comedy is bringing you to the brink of laughter, then why don't you scroll on down and click that like and subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Let's give the good old-fashioned middle finger to the YouTube algorithm. And of course, thank you once again to Manhood. You, sir, are doing fantastic work. Thank you so much. You guys have a great one. And until next time, peace out, homies.